we managed to get in our favorite park again today. Before it's going to rain tomorrow, and the weather is still stable today. And I wanted to just show you, I like this section a lot here. Look, first of all, it's all very green. I'll show you the contrast just now, because it's about contrast. The birch trees, all indicators of great climate and humidity. The grass more or less green. And then here, the reverse side, it's almost like desert. And of course we came through the concrete jungle. Do you see a rabbit or something like that? So it's white. It's so soft. He's releasing stress from the walk to reach here. Yeah. Na komm, wir wandern. Yeah. We're going to the water spots again, of course. And he's releasing stress from reaching this place. We have the beautiful birch trees in the background rather than the deserts. And I researched or looked a bit more into his breed background, street breed. So it's like the Carpathian and East European street dog mix, basically, which is why, as a Livestock Guardian mix, he's got this very light, bouncy, long leg, extreme speedy mechanic build with bigger front paws than hind paws for great digging in front and great acceleration and speed at the back. It's really amazing, because before that I had a Mastín Español, a Spanish Mastín mix, Livestock Guardian, but from Spain, as there are a lot in the European mountain regions. And that was more the typical heavyweight, kind of lay down, scan the area in Zen mode. Really, really relaxing also for me to dock on internally somehow, soul to soul level. And here with him, I've got this Uranus explosive alert werewolf mode from relaxation into explosion, and luckily also changing back into happy exploration mode, but already by the light build in terms of long-legged, bouncy stride and fast running build compared to other Livestock Guardian builds. He's got a very explosive temperament, like Uranus as a waterman, as an Aquarius. So I think it does play a role, because he matches all this unconventionality in independence. First of all, anyway, the Livestock Guardian mixes sovereign, independent, not necessarily a pack dog. He'll always play the referee. Those funny dog children play crazy. And it makes sense also from why they don't understand each other in body language. Come over. Just a bicycle arriving, so to escape the up-front confrontation. So it makes total sense why they don't harmonize in terms of body language, because the, let's say, Labrador and also retrievers, Golden Retriever, they've been bred to keep that kind of puppy-like, infantile approach, which has this connection, almost slave-like, to humans, to connect like that, to have a will to please, and basically never grow up. Come over. So their innocent approach to a street dog, which is street smart and totally primitive, not in terms of lack of being evolved, on the contrary, primitive in terms of originality. Origin. You can see, for example, if you would at first glance say, oh, it's like a German Shepherd, that's only the wild color, but if you look at the skull shape, yeah, your skull shape. They don't have this dent notch by the nose that much, but more this fleeing skull, and almost like a hyena when he stretches his neck up sometimes. I think, man, that looks too weird. Also behaviors like jumping with both front paws somewhere where he was digging for mice, and then to go like this fox jump to pet, to pop, I don't know, to just make the underground being jump out, you know? So they stump on the... Now we go to another water. Yeah. Come. Or first we can go here. They mowed it flat, so we can enter there. Only there are too many bicycles again. Man, I was hoping that this holiday is giving some relief, but maybe it's still too early. Schön warten, ja? I think we'll just skip this one. There's more people. Komm, wir gehen richtig schön wandern. So we go to one of the water. You see how nice and green it is here? You must be following some trail or something walked. Yeah, and another. Okay, first of all, I'm explaining his behavior here. This total origin. Yeah, we came from Wasser. Originalness. You know, also by physiognomy, anatomy, the whole mechanical build-up, really to the bone structure in the skull also, and it's amazing, you know. And so it's just nothing one might have experienced with other dogs when you have to do with really those very ancient... Oh, he's gonna roll in it. It's people's shit. No, Icon. No, Rico. There you go. Oh, now he really went in. Nee. Okay, you definitely have to swim. Rico. That's his perfume, it seems. If he was living on a farm, he would just sleep in dung, I think. Okay, those cargo bikes. Luckily you had the right distance. Okay, more about contrast, because by the crossing there I have to keep him short and watch. It's too many people. I hope we're going to be able to exit this park peacefully or easily, because they are already building up fences again, the police and everything there. I believe I heard in the radio, on the radio, through the radio, under the radio. It's gonna be Christopher Street Day this weekend, I think, or something. So it's gonna be fences again everywhere. Yeah, very good. So just now I had this park greenery working car, which is like a small vehicle. I could actually wish I had for him, because it's got this leaf cage at the back. Would actually be quite good for him. But it was crossing our way. You see, we're already here where the tree stump fell over the creek. So we skipped the other part. We're coming here for him to finally release the city pressure. And just now, oh look, the water is clear. Wow. Look, Oh, and someone coming with their dog off leash. That's not good for us at all. And it's a bully type dog. I have to turn around, unfortunately, or see if they... No, they make themselves comfortable. Shit. Okay, anyway. There's more than one spot. We go the other side. Come, come. Oh, nearly fell over the stump. Okay, I can go in here. Simply we can't go around on the other side. He's so excited. Almost like a human buried a dump or something. Komm ins Wasser. Yeah, it's not the usual side here. Hey! Komm mal ins Wasser, wenn du willst. This total edge examiner. Okay. Are you going? He doesn't understand English. Yeah. Sorry about the camera movement. It's just because I have to keep the leash short when he comes near me. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Bleib hier. Come. Hop. Yay. Very good. When he comes near me, I have to keep the leash shorter. Yeah. So he doesn't get entangled. And then, yeah, the cushion. It's gonna just jump totally out of the water. Yeah, so good. Dog with tree stump and toilet sounds from the tunnel there. Clear water. Oh. It's a pity those people. Anyway, it's not the last spot we're gonna... Ja, warte, Rico. Jetzt musst du auf mich warten. Da können wir nicht. Wir gehen jetzt hier. Ja, ja. But not so fast. Come. Yeah, now he swam, now he wants to run. Have to switch off a bit. Warte, warte. Before I can let him run a bit. We reached another part of a creek. The creek, I think. The same one. Clear. Down there. Steps. And of course, the moment we got away from that other water spot, the people that were there on the other edge of the water came around. So I met them there. And sometimes free open spaces can feel limiting too, you know. So that's when my dream of the flight mobile home comes into thought often again. Actually every day. Shouting joggers. Very important joggers. Yeah. So they're out of breath, but not from jogging, but from talking. Komm, ins Wasser. Komm, nee, ist schon weg. Ist nicht so wichtig. Telling him is not so important. But I can't even, you know, it would be so ideal to let him run through this here, but just now there were some shots to be heard. I think maybe from the defense department or something, for some whatever ceremony. But that already makes him run, and then I cannot let him run. Ist nicht zum Wasser? So nice and clear. Komm mal her, Rico. Guck mal. Nee, komm mal gucken. Komm mal ins Wasser. Ja? Da-di-da-di-di. Not for you? I can't walk up there with my funny shoes. I might just slip in there. I can't believe he doesn't want to be in here longer. Yeah, those sounds. Rico. Sensitive ear. It's amazing how hunting dogs can withstand shooting sounds. Langsam. But that's how a lot of... Come, today we walk here. I'm going to show you another fountain. He always likes to go there, usually. Amazing how hunting dogs can withstand the shot, but that's how many of the Spanish hunting dogs, like galgos and podencos, that are not suitable from the litter because they are simply not cooperative or sensitive to sound or whatever, and then they end up in the rescue. So you have these elegant women walking with a slim galgo dog with a coat on as an accessory, walking in their villa. No, not only that, but lots of them come as rescue dogs here. Komm, wir gehen zum Wasser. That are not willing to cooperate with hunting. They are no use, but are the better pets. Come, no, shit, smoke, smelling. Man, there you go. There's a fish fountain. There we go. And he has to smell the rug that someone threw. Come, ins Wasser. Look. Immer rüber bitte. Yeah? Doesn't like the splashing. We find the side where it's not splashing. Come. Na, guck mal. Gucken. Ja? Okay. Okay. Very good. Yeah. He doesn't like the splashing. Oh, Rico. But he loves to go on the other side because there's lots of rabbits. But we're not going there. Komm, wir wandern wieder. Ja. Maybe it's not hot enough today for him. For me, it's really very hot. I would love to swim, but maybe he's refreshed enough. Come. No, come. And he also loves that playground there with lots of sand to run in, but it's risky in case there are children, so I can't let him run there. And we don't go smell all the peeing bushes either. No. We go here. Yeah. Children's playground. Come. Maybe he'll go back in the water there, in the other creek. Yeah, so sometimes you can have a goal to reach by walk, and then the dog decides, I don't feel like swimming today. No, I understand, it's not that hot. It's warm, 24 degrees or something. And he's a bit irritated by the shots that he just heard. To me, it seems a bit restless energy because there's somehow too many people still here for us to relax completely, like lay down somewhere or so. Someone will just arrive. Na komm, wir gucken. Big dog walking there. You see? In the distance behind her. Oh, very good. Frustration release. He smells them but doesn't see them yet. But it's the type of hunting dog he won't like. So if I had him running loose now, he would be angry. So, but it's a good distance at least. And that one has quite a calm stride, but many of those Weimaraner, Whistler hunting dogs, they have this wiggly, restless, nervous wiggle, which he doesn't like at all. So the distance-less approach, not matching his body language of being indirect. No more water there? Zum Wasser? Not apparently. Then we cross this patch of grass before the big groups of people are arriving on the other side there. Man, I didn't expect it to be so full still during the holidays. Come on, come on. Usually this is just the continuation of this other creek where he was just now. Come, baby, come. You can see how he's not relaxed at all. He's a bit nervous somehow. Looks like he's glad to show me the way right now. Or to go to the rabbits. Wir gehen hier wandern, Nico. Komm. Ja. Okay, that looks better. Komm mal wandern. Ja. Hope you didn't get dizzy. By the way, I'm running the camera, but maybe. Yeah. Oh, he kissed the camera. You cannot do that. Yeah. Feeling better? Are you feeling better? Yeah. Ja, komm weiter. At least it's juicy and green, which makes it more lighter for walking, energized for my imagined spirals in my knees, so I can have a more elastic stride. Sometimes I dream I have huge spirals under my feet. I jump very high, and in the arch, in the air, before it turns, I start making swimming movements. And then I always have to watch out that my stomach doesn't scratch the neighbor's hedges. So somehow something kicks in, something limiting, some boundary stuff, where the dream maker thinks I'm gonna scratch my belly on neighbor's hedges. My swimming upward movement is not sufficient to keep me at the same altitude, but I'm incorporating the spring feathery bouncy effect. I installed them by imagination in my knees, so I can have more bouncy, painless, long distance walk with my dog. I hope I practice well enough so it works in time. His mood lifted, you see. He's got a task to fulfill, which he picked himself. Feels very responsible with his prey. And as a resource defending territorial dog, it counts extra value that when he picked it up, he offered it to me as a toy so I could hold the other end, play with him a bit. That counts extra, because he's a resource defender. Yeah, he is the right place to settle for a moment. Yes, I understand. In the desert here. And me standing. I'm not gonna sit down in this dry grass. Ach, Rico. But we could bring it for him to swim, his stick. Just gonna leave him with his victory feeling for a moment. Except if something approaches, it's gonna increase the triggerarity. I got his stick. Here somehow the water is not so good, but the flowers are beautiful, and the dragonfly. I want to show you quickly. Look. Yeah. It's much more beautiful over and forgot the name. Wow, the dragonflies chasing each other. It's a bit murky, muddy. Let's go to this other spot here. I'm afraid you might sink in the soft ground there. Komm, wir gehen mal zum Wasser. Hier. Komm, wir haben hier ein Komm, wir gehen zum Wasser. Just now there was a dead mole. Yeah, sniff it out. Sneeze it away. Okay, here's much clearer. Oh, man. Really stumbling. See these water surface walkers? I don't know what you call them, but it looks so good, huh? So clear. Look good. Oh, and the leaves reflecting. Now, if I throw this one stick, I have one chance. You go, Cook. Dein Steckchen. Whoop. Whee! It's not enough trigger, I think. Man, that's the show effect. But yeah, I'm going to find another one, I think. Whoop! Okay. It's gonna refresh him for the way home at least. Whoop! Is he pretending? Sehr gut. It's collecting all of them now. Yeah. I like it when the water is transparent like that and you can see the front paws paddling. Gut gemacht. Oh, shake the bum. Guck mal. Oh my god. His main stick is still... Come here. Come. Checking for safety. Hey, one more. Whee! And the water is clear only once. Yeah. Okay. That's enough. Considering it's not so warm, but at least he's gonna have filled his petrol tank for the way home now. Rico. He looks so funny. Ja. Warte. Man. So ist gut. Sorry, this is bad. With a pause like this. Ach, Rico. Looks like you have to run now, huh? My eyes everywhere. Come. he's looking for the stick, I think, because he lay down here before, but we just took it along. Come. Yeah. Mommy wants to stay here. Yeah, but I don't. Let's hope that the... Guck mal, der ist auch fittig. Well, he plays only if he brings a stick, or if he decides let's be goofy, else he'll just step out of the game, or not even engage. Typical. Okay, I was gonna say let's hope that we have a free passage where they are going to put up the fences now on the exits. I don't feel like making a detour just because some celebrators need a fence. Actually, the park needs a fence, else they're gonna destroy the park, really. Now we're reaching that part where last time the black rabbit was to be seen. Oh. Yeah. I think I was. But I read that this horse snorting sound that he does is also a very ancient, primitive dog. Primitive in terms of original, not in unevolved, yeah? Sign of releasing density. And just, oh, there's a rabbit in front, so I cannot let him run. But this section is so nice, because it's nice and green. Yeah, they're irrigating. So inviting to walk barefoot here also. More rabbit in front. Rico, relax please. How can that be against his nature totally, and I'm telling him to relax with the rabbits. It's so inviting to walk here barefoot, but I have to be prepared for everything, and I need a firm stance, and cannot allow him to scratch the veins on my feet in case he's activating his four-wheel drive werewolf mode if someone comes out of the bushes. So unfortunately I'm going to have to walk with shoes. The one foster dog that I mentioned I had before, well, not this one's mine, not the foster, but the foster I had before was a relaxed mode. I actually walked to the parks and then lay down in a strategic spot most of the time for him to watch. And he wouldn't defend, he would bark away stuff, and he wouldn't lunge, so I was able to even suntan and take my blanket and everything. But with him and his explosive Uranus mood, mentality, by the time I put off my clothes to be in bikini and the space invasion would occur, I just stand there naked or something. It's really not an option. But they each had their time, and now we're here. And there's someone in the sun. Okay. That would have been me a few years ago. Actually. So we're going to need to get the gap and oh, I've got a horse fly on my hand. Need to find the gap now, and the sprinkler is turning to walk. Huh? Very good. I think he understands how these sprinklers go by now, because in the beginning I wouldn't get him past them, but now he can see their turn and the path is clear. Okay, We're approaching the street, and I say goodbye for now.